Welcome back to our Allotment channel. I'm Joe and Di is behind the camera. Thank you for joining us again. I'd like to thank you all the new subscribers, and if you'd like to join our journey, please consider subscribing. The video today is going to be about winter and what's available to eat during the winter. One of our aims is to have something to eat every day of the year. So, I mean, that becomes more difficult as the winter comes in. There's still some fresh stuff down the allotment, but we've also got preserved stuff. So we'll talk about that in this video. Thank you. So I thought it might be a good idea to take stock of what we still got available as far as produce from our allotment that we still use. It's more difficult as the winter approaches because you've got an abundance of stuff in the summer. So when we get in towards the end of winter, it's a matter of what you've got available in storage, what you've got in the freezer, what you've got dried or you've made into jams. We still got strawberry jam available. We normally make that around June or July, and that sees us through the whole year really until the next batch is made. In the freezer, I think we've just run out of rhubarb, which we use for puddings. We've still got some broad beans still available, and we've still got pulped apple, which we use to make cakes and muffins, and we used to also mix with the rhubarb with some oats and sultanas to make a lovely pudding. We have still got potatoes in storage. I think we're down to about half a sack now, and we've still got some squashes available as well. I think we've got 2 boxes of squashes. So we have stuffed marrow, and we tend to try and incorporate some squash or marrow into a lot of meals really. Bulks them out, and it's nice and nice flavour as well. We purchased a dehydrator around 2014, which we hummed and hawed about because it was quite an expensive piece of equipment, but I think it's paid itself back over and over again. We've got lots of dried stuff which keeps us going through the winter months. We've got herbs, we've got fruit. We dry a lot of apples, and they're lovely. Grandchildren love them, we like them as a snack as well. We normally dry, don't know, 10 jars, as well as pulping the apples and freezing them. We dry about 10 jars a year. We also keep apples in the shed to use until they start going rotten. So I think, you know, the just apples have paid back the cost of the dehydrator over the years. We also pulp and dry strawberries, and they're a nice snack as well. We make our own bouillon every year, and that's a mixture of when all the stuff's available in the summer, carrots, onions, beans, potatoes, a whole host of things, garlic, Jerusalem artichokes we put in there. Also, anything we can think of, any sort of vegetables that are available at the time, we mix up, dry and powder, which we use a bouillon. I think the Jerusalem artichokes acted like a thickener as well. So we've actually got a jar of Jerusalem artichoke powder, which is good for making sauces and stuff. It's like a thickener. We've got kale, which we also dry and powder. You won't believe that's a whole, probably 9 trays of dehydrated kale. So 1 teaspoon is probably quite a lot of kale. So just a sort of a half a teaspoon of that in a meal adds quite a lot of nutrition to it. Herbs, we've got lots of dried herbs. We probably don't buy many herbs anymore. What with the fresh herbs and the dried herbs, I mean, that's basil. We've got basil, we've got peppermint, we've got mint, We've got a mixture as well, a mixed herbs here. We've got oregano in there, parsley, chives, basil and rosemary. So that's a lovely combination there. I think this is the last jar of our tomatoes. We either slice them and dry them, or we pulp them and then roll them up into little rolls really, which we can cut up and add to meals. We also, when the tomatoes are in season, we make a basic mixture up of onions, garlic and tomatoes, cook that all up and then freeze it in batches, so that's ready to make a bolognese or lasagna or whatever you want to make it, just to add a bit more, and you've got the basic sauce available already. The potatoes and marrows still available. As far as dry, fresh stuff available, we've still got salad stuff available in the greenhouse, which is mainly rocket, spinach, a few winter radishes, parsley. So they're available in the greenhouse, which we plant late in the autumn, so it produces throughout the winter. What else have we got? Oh, we've still got leeks and parsnips down the allotment, which I'm going to go down and dig up some of those later. So we've still got, it's amazing, you've still got a lot of stuff available at this time of the year. Stuff that you've stored, frozen or dried. So we've got all the dried herbs, but the herbs are starting to grow as well now, so we can even start using some fresh herbs as well. Yeah, we've got probably about half a sack of Maris pears left from last year's crop. They're still okay really, they're not too bad. Not a huge size, but they're good for us. They'll probably last a few more weeks, or maybe even to the end of March, hopefully. We've got, this is one box of squashes. We've got another box of squashes, so we've got 2 boxes of squashes. It was an amazing crop of squashes last year. I think we gave around 15 to 20 away. We've been using them since last summer. We've still 2 boxes left even now. I keep them indoors really, upstairs, because I did keep them in the shed one year and they're all rotted, so keeping them inside seems to make them last longer. I check them every week. I found a few rotten ones, but they've lasted really well really. Right, I'm just going to pick some greens for salads. Rocket in here, and spinach and parsley and radish. The rocket is available virtually the whole season, the whole year round now really. I think the rocket on the plot finished around the end of January, and I've planted rocket into the greenhouse when the tomatoes and peppers and all the other crops came out at the end of last season. Probably around, I think it was around October, I planted some stuff in the greenhouses to make it available for the whole of the winter, and this will take us through to hopefully when lettuces and rockets and spinach are available on the plot again. So we're virtually self-sufficient in salad stuff really. I'm just going to pull some rocket out now. A nice bunch of rocket there. Leeks today. Pick up a few leeks, so we can make a nice leek and potato soup sometime this week with our own potatoes. That one's got a bit skew with, but we can get something out of that.
tiny ones. Don't think they're much good. That's a long one. No, I missed that one.
So we've still got carrots available even at this time of the year, and they do last through the winter in the ground. We've still got kale available, and there's quite a lot down on the other plot as well still. So we've still got spinach available as well. There's one crop that's available all through the winter months and comes back every year. That's Jerusalem artichokes. Got a nice nutty flavour, and you can use it in soups, roast it, all sorts of things. Very useful crop, especially in the winter months. Hope you've enjoyed the video and found it informative. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like, leave us a comment, or consider sharing the video. And if you'd like to follow our journey, please consider subscribing to our channel and seeing how we get on with the months ahead. Thank you.